What's up, everybody? It's Mike, and this is the Ask a Trader show. I'm getting questions from all across social media. This one happens to come from Carlos in the Traders Mind Chat room. He had some questions about how I personally go about using trailing stops. Now, I made this learning model for you guys to help us out. We've got a price chart here. We've got price, it's trending. It just broke out of this flat base pattern over here, and we have a couple of moving averages. We've got a 10 EMA and we've got a 21 EMA. Now, for me personally, I love using moving averages as my trailing stops, and the reason why is because it flows very nicely with price. It acts as a time-bound stop, and if momentum begins to fade and I'm a momentum-based trader, then I want to start exiting that trade. And I'll also use a couple of different moving averages. I don't like to make all or none decisions on any of my trades. Now, I'm trading stocks. This same method would work if you're trading crypto, forex, baseball cards, whatever trades, and you can plot on a chart. This is going to work, and the reason why is because it's all based on price and volume. I've tested it on forex, I've tested it on crypto. I've not tested it on baseball cards yet, but I have a feeling that it would work there too. Anyway, so we've got our different moving averages on this chart, and so the way that I like to use the trailing stops is to wait until there is an imminent close, right? So I'll wait until about 3:45, maybe up until about 3:55 to execute, and that's Eastern time, I'm in New York, to execute based off of the trailing stop. This is for swing trading. So I got the breakout over here, right? Price is moving up. Then over here, that 10 EMA, I'm using that one. It dipped below it, but it closed above it. That doesn't trigger the trailing stop for me. Continues to run up. That one over there doesn't trip the trailing stop either. On that day, it closed below the 10 EMA, so I would be selling a portion of my position on that day. I would also be using the 21 EMA on this particular trade, but look over there, it closed above that moving average. On this day, right, closed above the 21 EMA again, closed below the 10 EMA again. No action because I already took my trailing stop below the 10 EMA over here. Great. Then it continues to rally, and we're still holding the 21 EMA, and that's how I'm using these moving averages to continue to scale on, hold the trades, and move up as the trades are going. It allows me to stay with the trend as long as it continues to have that momentum behind it. And so hope that sheds some light on trailing stops. I honestly think that you could use whatever you want for trailing stops. So if you wanted to use an ATR, I think that's fine. If you wanted to use some other form of a trailing stop, if it's just a strict percentage, I think that's fine as well. What you want to do is be consistent with what you're going to use as a trailing stop. I like to use the moving averages. I've been using it for years, and so I've got a level of consistency with it. Am I always going to use the 10 or the 21 EMA? No. Well, what I'm going to use, there's several different moving averages that I look at. I've spoken about it ad nauseum on many of the other videos, so go check out the other videos on the channel. But I'm going to be using the trailing stop on the moving averages that the trade is happening to follow. On this trade, it was following the 10 and the 21, right? That's what the example is. So that's why I would be using those on this trade. Now, let's say it wasn't the 10 and the 21, let's say it was the 5 and the 10, then I would be using those on this particular trade. That's how it works. You want to pre-plan what it is that you're going to use and then adhere to that for the trade. And as you update your plans towards after the market is closed or on the weekend, then you update your plans and say, you know what, it's been holding, say, the 5 EMA for a long time. It's got a lot of momentum, so now I'm going to exit a portion of the trade if it starts to close below the 5 EMA, because now it's significant. Before, at the start, it wasn't. And that's how you can update your plans as well. Hope that helps you. If you have a question for the Ask a Trader show, drop it down in the comment section below. I want to help you guys as much as I possibly can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Peace out.